I've been speaking all morning about the life and legacy of Jimmy Buffett and what he leaves behind. For more on that, we're joined live now by music publicist and industry expert Eric Alper. Eric, thank you for joining us this morning. Walk us through, for those who might not know, who Jimmy Buffett was.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett really symbolized the whole long weekend aspect when it came to music. In fact, the title of his 1992 box set, I think, sums up perfectly his music. It was called Boats, Beaches, Bars, and Ballads. And if there's any better box set title, I can't even think of one. But basically, he was a singer-songwriter that loved playing that relaxing yacht vibe of huge hit with Margaritaville that he then turned into hotels, bars, restaurants, even condos. And he's basically made well over $1 billion with his business acumen. He made more money doing that than his actual music, even though on the music side, he had 14 Billboard Top 40 hits, but Margaritaville is the one that is going to outlast all of us.
Now, let's talk a little bit about that journey from musician to having his hand in multiple businesses, Margaritavilles, all over the world, right? Not just in North America. How does someone achieve something like this, especially with a cult following like he has?
Yeah, it's a lot of luck and a lot of thinking about what more can be done. The amazing thing about Jimmy Buffett is that artists all the time get told, oh, you should go do this and you should go do that. And somebody once told him that this would be a great name for a bar, Margaritaville. It's so perfect. And he actually started to open up that, but realized that his audience kind of followed him and to do what they wanted to do. And because his music totally symbolized that whole long weekend summer vibe, it kind of made sense. And so his audience loved hanging out there. So he just opened up more and more and more. So, he just didn't have the ability to write really great, catchy songs. But being a really smart business person is something that I think a lot of artists can look to and say, yeah, this is how you actually do it. Because especially today when music streaming services don't really pay that much, you really make your money playing live. And Jimmy Buffett actually did. He played for 6 straight decades, pretty much off and on a consistent basis, up until this year when he was forced to cancel his tour due to health concerns. And now we know he was probably a little bit more serious, passing away yesterday at the age of 76. His family said, surrounded by his family, his friends, his music, and his dogs. And if that's not a perfect way to leave this life, I can't think of another better reason.
It seems like from beginning to end, Jimmy Buffett really did live and die by his message. You can almost call it a brand, right? Very loyal cult following. You say the name, people know exactly what you're referring to. You said long weekend, relaxing by the beach, taking things easy. Would you think of him more as a brand, a moniker that'll live on for years to come?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because, today's artists like Rihanna or Taylor Swift or The Weeknd or Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber, they make way more money using and selling their name to products and services as their brand. But a lot of them might not kind of stand for something, maybe on the eco side for their product. But Jimmy Buffett went well beyond that, even saying the name to people who may not really kind of know his music. Jimmy Buffett just sounds, if you know Margaritaville, it sounds exactly like his brand. He was always known for wearing, those Hawaiian shirts, and his audience was called, parrot heads. And so it was all in good fun. It was all, if you've got the ability to spend money and go away for a weekend, chances are you're probably listening to Jimmy Buffett even this long weekend.
And what a wonderful way to play out Jimmy Buffett, the life, the legacy, all followed by music publicist and industry expert Eric Alper. Thank you so much for walking us through that, Eric.
Thank you so much for having me. We'll talk soon.
Well, turning now to other stories, Jack Sony, former guitarist for British rock band Dire Straits, has died. The group announced Sony's death on social media. He joined the band after meeting its founding members while he was working in a Manhattan guitar shop. His cause of death is still unknown. He was 68 years old.